So the Hypercube, actually physically constructing it, really helped me understand what's going on here. Because actually dividing the numbers on the axes for the ones and zeros made me understand what's going on. Made me understand the 3, 4, 5 triangle. And made me understand dots and lines better. Okay? Remember, clockwise. You want to get through the door, guys. You want to get through the door. Okay? So, wow. I really think this is important. Okay? And check it out. Once we all become one, because it goes back to flat Earth, guys, because we live in the icosahedron, which is a 12-noded geometric shape. When the solids and liquids and gases all stuck to the outer firmament of the 12D shape, okay, there would have been some pits that were like less matter, but in the corners there would have been, you know, more matter. So it's deeper. You can dig deeper probably. And then some places dig less, okay? Same thing with the ocean, okay? Because a 12-noded shape will have peaks and valleys. So when the solids and liquids and gases all pressed up against the Earth, it made it as spherical as it could possibly get. And since we don't live in, like, we don't walk on the walls of a curved structure, okay? Just as much as we don't live on a ball and walk on the ball, okay? In the icosahedron, there's a singularity at the absolute center of it, which is defined as heaven, which is a square-based pyramid. Top and bottom square-based pyramid, where all of the light comes from. Comes from the singularity. Okay? It's an octahedron, an octahedral light source. Okay, if you want to learn something about the proper shape of the Earth, you know, go check out Lord Stephen Christ YouTube channel. Okay? He might not be your cup of tea, but at least he has the computer models and the theory and the simulations very accurately and very well done. Okay? And he's just as fed up as I am about trying to teach people the truth. Clockwise, guys, because you want to get in through the right hand of God. Okay? So, by actually constructing this and drawing little crazy, like little tiny numbers and circles on it and all that nonsense, okay? By actually doing this, I understood, how you have to split the 4th row and you split the axes and you're going to split the 8th row. Okay? Maybe I improperly depicted this. I believe I improperly depicted this. I believe that No, this is this is proper. The last whole digit is, you're going to be your 1 of 7 of 13 of 110. Okay? It's important, because check this out. Okay, look. I blew it up and everything. Here's your 69, okay? So I drew all the circles in 4x4 squares of grid paper, okay? Now your zeros are zeros with a line through it, but who says it has to go diagonally? So I drew my zeros like this. And I drew my ones like this. And my 69 is going to be bisected, or intersected, or whatever, 4 ways from yesterday. Okay? And check it out. You have a dot and a line in every quadrant. I properly depicted it this time. Now check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, it's 3 whole ones and 2 halves. Makes 4. There's your 4. 1, 2, 3. Here's your 3, 4, 5 triangle. But time is depicted as 4 of 3 of 28. Okay? That's, again, your 69, your 0 is a 1. Okay? So that depicts your 0, 69. And then 4 of 3 of 28 depicts your line. 0, a line. And then check it out, guys. A line depicted finitely has two singularities at either end. Okay, so it's also three things, two dots and one line, or two dots and one line, reading it properly. Because you have to go from the lowest dimension of unity, 0D, to a higher dimension of unity, you know, to eventually, I'm assuming, you know, infinite, guys. Infinite. Okay? So you read it that way. So when I draw it, 3, it's a 2-1. Two dots and one line. Now let's look at the next stage, okay? The creation of Earth. Look what's not part of the V, guys. Mars. The god of war. Oh my god. So if we conquer the fourth age of the Earth and the fourth age of man, and get out of third dimensional matrix reality and fourth dimensional reality, and get the hell out of here, we're not only going to get rid of time, we're going to become one with time, but we're not taking war with us. Now check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? But really it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a half and a half. Or even more correctly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with two halves, a half and a half. Okay? That makes your V. Okay? 0, 1, 2, V. Now what's your V? It's a 3 by 3. No? Or like, this one's like 1, 2, you know? Well, from here to 1, 2, 3. But, whatever. 1, 2, 3 units by 1, 2, 3 units. Okay? 3 by 3. Now these three are 5, 6, 7, 7, 13, 110. Now check it out. Again, a V in Roman numerals is 5. And check it out. It's 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5 line. Okay? So essentially, 0 is equal to 1 is equal to 3. And a 3 makes a 4, creates like 3 dots. Creates a 4th dot of new heaven, of a 5th. You know? So, there it is, 5. But 5 can also be written as the 3 dots followed by a 2. And if you read it back way, like that's why you see 23 everywhere. Jim Carrey made a movie 23. Okay? But in reality, you have to read it from left to right. From left to right. So it's 32. And it would be in a circle. Get rid of the circle. 33. Jesus died at 33. You have 33 bones in your spine. 33 is the very important number in Freemasonry and all that stuff, guys. Do your research about 33. Now check it out. The next stage, okay, the 5th age of Earth, okay? The 5th age of Earth would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 with a circle around it. You know, like, let's depict it properly, maybe. With a circle around it. With a circle around it. With a circle around it. So it's also equal to 16. This is also equal to 8, which is infinite. And this is also equal to 5, which is love. Okay? The 4th dimension is time. The 5th dimension is love. The 6th dimension is ego. The 7th dimension is nothing. The 8th dimension is infinite. That's what I believe. Okay? So there's your hex. If you're a programmer, know anything about computers and coding and different languages, anyways, binary, hex, you know, stuff like that, base 16, okay? So again, if this is the Earth, this is a false prophet, this is the beast, and this is the dragon of Revelation 16. They're obviously not part of our age, they're part of the next age, okay? This age, Mother Earth chose the name, Gaia. Okay? And then this age, I just found out that Mother Earth chose the name Aria. Read it backwards. A-I-R-A. Okay? 1, 9, 18, 1. This is 9. This is your first dimension of balance. This is your second dimension of balance. 1 and 8 is 9. 9's cancel. What are you left with? The gates of Ascension. You have you have a 9, 11, and a 9, 11, guys. You know? 9, 11. 911, guys. So, when you make the X here in the 5x5, because, you know, well, why didn't we use... Oh, here you go. Why didn't I use this? Well, that is interesting. So, maybe my X is wrong. I don't think it's wrong. You know, this one could have used this one. I don't know if it does or not. You know, this one could have a 1 here. I have no way of knowing what's right or wrong here, guys. Okay? Well, think about it. If it's a 5, if this is a 5, then in reality it's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a circle would be 6. So I think this is right. And if this is if this is a 3, then it's 1, 2, 3. That seems right. 5 and 3. Okay, well, what's X? X is 9. Because you have four segments. A segment is defined as a line between two dots. So you have 4 segments of line, and you have 5 dots. So 9 is a 5-4, 45, or a 5-4. So how many do we have? Do we have 9 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is correct, guys. You have to use the 1 here. And look what I circled, okay? It's a 5x5x, okay? And because I don't have a circle around it, I have to put my dots everywhere. Okay, so it's a 9, which has 5 dots and 4 lines. Read it backwards, it's a 54. You know, plus 1 is your 55. Like 10 is perfection. 55, guys. You gotta read it backwards. So it's a 54 with a circle around it, which is equal to a 55 with no circle around it. Wow. There's your 9 cells. Here's your 9 cells. Okay, look at the numbers in the 9 cells. I don't know what these ones are because I haven't decoded them. I don't think they're in, like, it's important, but I just don't have the time or the patience or the focus, or I don't know if do I need to actually come up with these numbers? Send me a sign if I have to actually come up with these numbers, and I will. Oh, maybe that's the next thing. But look, 12 and 14, you know, if the Earth is 1 of 7 of 13 of 110, or the Earth is 5 of 6 of, like, you know, if this is the Earth, guys, 7 and 13, 13 being important, Mercury, the second dimension of 4. It's interesting how we have the 12D icosahedron here. Again, a 12D shape is called an icosahedron. And if this is n, if n is equal to 12, and n plus 1 would be equal to 13, which is the self-galaxy, and the universe would be equal to n plus 2, because everything is God. It's interesting. 12 and 14, you know, 12 and 14 are again, contained between the gates of Ascension, guys. You know, the gates of Ascension. That's a 3 and a 5. Wow, guys, that's a 3 and a 5. Holy shit, guys. That's exactly what that means. Holy shit. You have a 1 and a 1, and you have a 2-1. Wow. A 2-1. So you have your Trinity, or your 1, and then you have your, well, 4-1, which is not really a 3-2, but you have your V. Well, you don't really have a V, I guess, but you definitely have a 5 here. It's still a V. It's your V. This one's shorter. This one's shorter, like 1 to 4. Oh my god. 1 to 4. Holy shit, it's still a V, guys. 1 to 4. And L is still a V. Hand of God, guys. Oh my god. This one is like a 3x3. Oh, I'm just blown away right now. A 4x1. It's still a V. Okay? It's still a V. 10. 10 of 55. 55. Anyways, I just want to help. I want everyone to ascend at the same time.